He is back. He is back, and what is next? Today was the official inauguration of the 47th President, Donald J. Trump, and we're going to talk about it today on a special pajama Bible study of reality of God. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Reality of God. My name is Ron Farina, and we are back at my office. Well, I don't know if I call it my office, but I call it my little nook here. The desk, a laptop, and everything that's everything that I need pretty much here. But so today is January the 20th, 2025. It is Inauguration Day. It is also Martin Luther King Day. So a lot of exciting things have happened.
Oh boy, is this great!
I got to sit and watch this morning, Donald J. Trump being inaugurated as our 47th president. And I know if you're a Trump hater or anything like that, I'm going to share with you today why I believe that he is going to go down as one of the greatest presidents to ever lead this nation.
Yes!
And a lot of it has to do with not only, I've talked about in the last few videos, I've talked about Cam Clement, I've talked about prophecy, I've talked about many other of the prophetic voices out there who have spoken about him and his plan. And a verse that came to me today is probably, I would say, what's representing of what we are about to see. And you've heard the verse many times. It is very popular. And I believe this prophetic verse is what we have to look forward to in the coming years. Now, before I get into that, I'm going to talk about a little bit about the inauguration, what Trump said, and how it just really, really, really blessed my heart to actually see not only the prophetic coming alive as we've seen in the past, with all the prophets out there, but to see America celebrate freedom, celebrate, like a deep breath that just, like a burden just got off our backs. The things he said in his speech, the things he already signed executive orders. He freed the J6 people. They were wrong. I believe they were totally wrongfully accused. They never even had a trial. They were just put into prison for no reason. I mean, they were arrested and they were put away.
That's shocking.
No trial, nothing. Which is, of course, wrong. It is against our Constitution. You're allowed due process. You're allowed, So they are free, and I believe there's going to be a lot of lawsuits. I think there's going to be a lot of things that are going down from that. So other things that he's planning on doing, and he got us out of the global climate change thing, the French global climate. You know what I'm talking about? The French global climate, whatever. Green New Deal that's not going to happen, and so forth. All of these deep state ideas that are going to be, gone. They're going to be erased from existence, and just a lot of things to look forward to in the coming years.
Wait till I get going. Where was I?
Now, as you guys know, I was always, I was always a Democrat. I was, back when I was a young adult, all the way through pretty much my 30s. I always voted Democrat because I always thought that was the right party. Because I thought that was the party for the working man. I thought that was the party for, equal rights for everybody. And I always looked at Republicans because I saw the Bush years. I thought, they're just for big oil, big rich, big pharma, big everything. Well, come to find out, after Trump came into office that the complete opposite was actually the truth. So it was this is a new Republican Party. This is the party for the people. It is the party for no matter what you are, no matter what your race is, no matter what your sexual orientation is, no matter what or who you are. This is the party for the people. This is the party of law and order. And I'm talking about the Trump Republican Party. I'm talking about the MAGA Republican Party that is growing, that even career Republicans are starting to come to the MAGA side. So very, very exciting times that we're living in. This party is going to be the dominant party. It's going to really bring forth a new era and a new look. The golden era is what we're entering to, is what, of course, Trump has referred this time to be.
I love gold.
So that being said, we're going to get into our pajama Bible study today. And I want you to turn to your Bibles to the book of Isaiah, chapter 61. This, of course, is when Jesus read the book of Isaiah. He read Isaiah 61 in the temple. Of course, everybody knows that story, but I'm going to read it today. I'm going to show you how this verse really portrays for today, and it's just it's incredible to just read this. It portrayed not only for Israel but also for today, for America, for Israel, you name it, and so we know it well, and many of you probably have it memorized. So I'm going to read it just because this is what it's special. Anyways, get on with it, Ron. Okay.
We're waiting.
I got you. All right, Isaiah 61. The Spirit of the Sovereign Lord is on me, because the Lord has anointed me to proclaim good news to the poor. He has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim freedom for the captives. Remember that, J6. And release from darkness for the prisoners, to proclaim the year of the Lord's favor and the day of vengeance of our God, to comfort all who mourn and provide for those who grieve in Zion, to bestow on them a crown of beauty instead of ashes, the oil of joy instead of mourning, and a garment of praise instead of spirit of despair. They will be called oaks of righteousness, a planting of the Lord for the display of his splendor. They will rebuild the ancient ruins and restore the places of long devastated. They will renew. I'm going to stop right there for a second. This is verse 4. They will rebuild the ancient ruins and restore the places of long devastated. Think about all the cities that have gone downhill. Think about North Carolina and the devastation there. Think about Los Angeles and the devastation that is still going on right now. And this is what I'm talking about. And then it says they will renew the ruined cities that have devastated for generations. Strangers will shepherd your flocks. Foreigners will work your fields and vineyards, and you will be called priests of the Lord. You will be named ministers of our God. You will feed on the wealth of nations, and in their riches you will boast. Wealth transfer right there. It's clear as day. Instead of your shame, you will receive a double portion, and instead of disgrace, you will rejoice in your inheritance. And you will inherit a double portion in your land, and everlasting joy will be yours. For I, the Lord, love justice. I hate robbery and wrongdoing. Amen to that. In my faithfulness, I will reward my people and make an everlasting covenant with them. Their descendants will be known among the nations, and their offspring among the peoples. All who see them will acknowledge that they are the people the Lord has blessed. I delight greatly in the Lord, for my soul rejoices in my God. For he has clothed me with garments of salvation and arrayed me in a robe of his righteousness, as a bridegroom adorns his head like a priest, and as a bride adorns herself with her jewels. For as the soil makes the sprout come up, and the garden causes seeds to grow, so the sovereign Lord will make righteousness and praise spring up before all nations. Oh, whew, how do you not just love that? How do you not love it?
I have seen the light!
Isaiah 61, this is the verse that is like, that relates to what is going on today. My favorite is how it says, you will feed on the wealth of nations, and their riches you will boast. Think about that. I'm talking about the wealth transfer. Prosperity is coming. For those of you who are, who like myself, I'm going through some, very harsh financial issues, but I know that the Lord is going to provide for me. I've declared it and decreed it, and He has been like very merciful to me, and especially, this goes to a lot of you, the doom and gloomers out there, the doom and gloomers who have said that the nation needs to be under judgment. This is the time for America to be judged. This is the time for America that, with all the junk of the sin and you see what happened. People have said that there's judgment coming on Los Angeles because of that's why the fires are going on. There's judgment going on because of the weather, and the weather is bad and so forth. It is that I say to you, doom and gloomers, that you really need to get before the Lord. You really need to pray. My God, your God, the God you serve, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, is a merciful God. He's a merciful God. The evidence is right there in Isaiah 61. Another one of my favorite verses, and I'll get to that in a second. And of course, you probably have heard of this one too. 2 Chronicles 7, verse 14. If my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven and I will forgive of their sins and heal their land. Another fantastic verse that has been read many times throughout history. And again, we're seeing this take place. No way in a million years would anyone ever thought that Donald Trump will become president again. No one gave him a chance. This is the greatest political comeback in history, and everybody's been saying that. I believed he was coming back no matter what. I thought he was going to be reinstated, but now it makes sense why we had to wait this long for him to come back, because we had to see. That's the whole point of 2020. Vision, see, and then even though we went through these last 4 years seeing, then that is exactly why the timing of this makes sense. So, but yeah, it's just incredible to even think about. I've never in a million years, during my youth and all this, that we would come to this point that not only are we going to see prosperity in America, we're going to see revival like we've never seen before. We're going to see the glory of the Lord pour out. This is that time. It begins today. Today is the beginning of God's glory and God's favor, as He said in Isaiah 61.
Yes!
This is where we're seeing it. The evidence is there. And just the freedom that God is very much a pro-freedom God. Says so. He is given us mercy. He has given mercy to this nation, and we're many skeptics out there just don't really can fathom what's going on. And I'm telling you, it's clear as day not only from the prophetic, but from the actual word of God.
All there, black and white, clear as crystal.
And so it's another verse that I love going to. But the thing is, it's the spirit of fear that has caused anxiety for people. It has caused, this is the time of the end. This is the time where Jesus will return, and so forth. And so, I go back to even to Matthew 24, and another one of my another favorite verses when Matthew 24 verse 14, and the gospel of the kingdom will be preached into the whole world as a testimony to all nations, and then the end will come. This is that time that we are going to. This means we have an assignment. We have a mission. We're on a mission from God. This is the time of the ecclesia, the time to spread the gospel to as the Lord wants us to make disciples of nations. This is that time. We are entering that time.
We're on a mission from God.
Now, we go back to Matthew 24. Again, Jesus makes it very clear. He makes it very clear. Sitting on the Mount of Olives, the disciples came to him privately. Tell us what will happen when the sign of your coming of the end of age. I've read this a million times. But what was his first answer? Watch out that you are not deceived. Watch out that no one deceives you. And that's clear as day. You should not be deceived. Probably for many will, of course it says, for many will come in my name claiming I am the Messiah and will deceive many. You will hear wars and rumors of wars, but see that you are not alarmed. And boy, we've seen plenty of wars and rumors of wars. Such things must happen, but the end is still to come. Nation will rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. There will be famines and earthquakes in various places. All these are the beginning of birth pains. Now, as we have gone through the last 4 years of birth pains, we have gone through these signs of Matthew 24, verses 4 through 8. And now that we are about to enter into what I believe is going to be the ecclesia, the building of God's bride, Ephesians 5:27, without spot or wrinkle. Also entering the what I believe as to be the not only the ecclesia but the church. I will build my ecclesia, and the gates of hell will not prevail against it. This is where we're coming into this era of revival, of prosperity, and so forth. The 7 mountains. This is that time. Education, government, news, media, and arts and entertainment, so forth. All the signs are there. Everything that we have seen, the signs are there of this to be the rebuilding of what God has always planned, always to not only, reading Isaiah 61, not only to bring good news to the poor, but to build what we're supposed to be building, to accomplish our assignments, to do these things. And I'm telling you, we have come to that time. I saw it. The evidence is all around us. So here's the bottom line, guys. We're entering a new era. We're entering a golden era. And we're going to see amazing things. It is time to bring God's reality to the world, nations to become discipling the nations, to take over the mountains, the 7 mountains, and so forth. And that includes the church, the religious mountain. This is that time. We are on assignment. We are ready to mingle and ready to get this thing going. I'm ready to get this thing going because it is that time. And you go back 5 years, 5 years ago, when many had said Trump would win in 2020. But the thing is, I think timing, a lot of the timing had to be clear about what God's plan was. You had to see for the last 5 years what their agenda was, who they really were. I'm talking about the deep state. I'm talking about the swamp. And the people had to stand, because you can't do this without the people. United we stand, divided we fall. They wanted to divide us. We're here to unite. And we are in this together, no matter who you are, no matter what your background is, no matter what religious background you are, race, color, creed, none of that matters anymore. We're Americans. We are in this together.
You're all in this together.
We are united, and we are going to be united. And that is how we prosper. That is how we accomplish God's plan and God's glory to be poured out onto all nations. All nations, as it says, Matthew 24:14, as it says in 2 Chronicles 7:14. This is that time that God is about to heal our land and to heal the world, to bring revival all around the world. As the waters cover the sea in Habakkuk 2:14, we're going to see this take place. It is history is about to take place, and you got to be excited. I'm excited. You should be excited.
I'm so excited! I'm so excited!
A lot of things to look forward to, and so that's the bottom line. Anyways, that's going to be my video for tonight. Thank you so much for joining me tonight for a quick pajama Bible study. Guys, this is fantastic. I'm so looking forward to what is going to occur. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Please share, subscribe, comment. This is how my channel gets. If you don't have to, like, it doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. So please subscribe to my channel. If you would like to sow into my ministry, of course, I will leave my Venmo link down below. But that's completely optional. Of course, it really helps me out. But again, that's completely up to you. If you pray in your heart, if that's something you'd want to do. Anyways, that's going to be my video for tonight. Sorry, I went a little long. I know I blabber. Anyways, God bless all of you. See you in the next video. God bless America, and God bless you. Bye for now.